Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you for, almost late this afternoon for a album review. And this is for finally the last album review that did come out yesterday for Big Sean's Detroit 2 album review. So I'm going to discuss what I listened to for this album and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this review. Now I got to hear this at work and I tried listening to it again, but I got caught up with doing a lot of chores around the house, and I just was trying to listen to it again, and then I realized I got to do something around 5 o'clock in my time, and I just wanted to get this review out before then. But yeah, what did I think of this album overall? It's good. I actually like Big Sean. Uh, I've loved Big Sean since I think I got into him from the Hall of Fame album or Finally Famous or something. The song with Nicki Minaj in it, the Ass song, I'm like, not his best. But the one with Chris Brown in it was good. The Last Time, or My Last, I think it's called. Uh, yeah, that was a good song. And into his other discography, it got much better. Dark Sky Paradise was my favorite. I like the final track, track number 15 on Dark Sky Paradise for the deluxe edition. That was really awesome. And One Man Can Change the World was good. I Know was awesome. I'll probably think about doing some Big Sean album reviews. It'll probably be an idea for my Tuesday album reviews if I decide to go into it for the next season. So it might be on the Tuesday album reviews. But sorry if I've been talking about just his previous songs before this album came out. Yeah, there is a total of 21 tracks on this album. And it is like over 70 minutes, and it was a banger. It it was lit. I just loved it. Uh the Story by Dave Chappelle was a pretty good one. Kind of made me laugh a little bit with some things Dave Chappelle said in the song. Uh, Harder Than My Demons was pretty good. ZTFO, Zen the Fuck Out, it's called. Uh, I really liked that one. That made me feel like I was tripping in that song. uh, but it's a figure of speech. But uh, yeah, Why Would I Stop? The opening track was alright. It wasn't a great opening track, but it did alright. Then you have Feed, which was awesome. The Baddest was one of my least favorites. Friday Night Cypher with a lot of featured artists in it, like Eminem, Royce da 5'9", Cash Kid, Payroll, 42 Doug, T Grizzly, Cash Doll. There's others as well. Boldy James, I think, is one of them. Drago, Sada Baby, and I think I mentioned all of them. That was a pretty spit and fire kind of song. They were like spitting their flows, and it was working out really well with the song, even though it was like 9.5 minutes. I was like, shit, this is long. Eminem was the last rapper to come in at the end of the song, and his raps were really good. Well, his rap or verse was really good when he was spitting. I really liked it. Royce da 5'9" was good too in it. And yeah, Friday Night Cypher was one of my favorite songs on this album. Body Language was an iffy song. It kind of is a little sexual, but it just was alright. Wolves was pretty catchy. Deep Reverence was pretty good. Lucky Me had a kind of slow paced kind of beginning of the track, but when you get into the 2 minute marker of the song, it gets so much better, and I really like that about the song. Lithuania, Lithuania. It's called Lithuania. Featuring Travis Scott was pretty dope. Travis Scott's auto-tune is probably better than Young Thug's. Young Thug's auto-tune is shitty. And he's actually featured in this album called Respect It, and he wasn't bad in it. I just wasn't fond of the song as much. Guard Your Heart was pretty solid. It wasn't a great song, but it was alright. Everything That's Missing is it's fine. I liked it. Time In featuring 2088, which is Big Sean and Gene Aiko, which Gene Aiko's a really good R&B artist. I really love her music. I haven't listened to her albums in a while. I think that I listened to the first album, but then after that I stopped listening to her, and I don't know why, because she's very talented. Story by Yuri Kabadu. It was fine. Don Life featuring Lil Wayne was a pretty solid track. It wasn't great, but it was solid. Still I Rise was a great closer to the album. Story by Stevie Wonder was pretty swift, like the second to last track until the album comes to a close. And yeah, Full Circle's another one that I wasn't too fond of, but it was alright. And yeah, I think this album overall as a whole is pretty good. I was not disappointed with this album. I found this to be entertaining. More entertaining than 6ix9ine's new album that I reviewed yesterday morning. If you guys watched it, hopefully you guys liked it, because I know I gave it a really trashy rating. I gave it like a 1 out of 10. But out of 10 for Big Sean's Detroit 2 album, I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. I love anything that Big Sean does. Even if he has a few missed tracks, like missteps for tracks, I think he builds up more momentum as the albums go on. And his albums do get better after each album you listen to. I know Finally Famous wasn't technically his best, but it was fine. Hall of Fame was pretty good. So was Dark Sky Paradise. I love Dark Sky Paradise. That's one of my favorites. Because he started going all out on that album. And I decided the last album he made before this one, which came out three and a half years ago, was pretty good. But definitely comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the Big Sean album Detroit 2 if you've heard it. His 5th studio album if you've heard it. And if you like this album review, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can, support the channel. I will be returning to you tomorrow for the Disciple by God album review, which will be the 3rd marathon album review I do for the Disciple marathon album reviews I've been doing. So definitely tune into that tomorrow morning for it. It should be tomorrow morning when I review it. But anyways, sorry, this cat is moving my arm, which is messing with the camera. And that's why the phone or the camera is like moving when you're watching this video. But I hope you did enjoy this album review I did for Big Sean Detroit 2. I tried listening to it again, but I knew I had to do something around 5 o'clock. So I just had to throw this review out there so you have something to watch. But I really did enjoy this album. I thought it was pretty good. Wasn't the best album of 2020, but it's still going to be on the best albums of 2020 for sure. Thank you for watching this album review. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay safe, take care, and I'll see you in my next video.